Hi, everyone, and welcome to StudioJake. I, of course, am your host, Jacob Airy. Thank you so much for joining me today on my vidcast where I talk about all things pop culture, from film to television to anime to faith, and so much more. I want to dive into something I'm very excited about, but before I do, I want to remind you to like this video, leave me a comment, share it out onto the interwebs, and subscribe. I'm trying to reach 1,000 subscriptions, so every gentle tap or smash of that subscribe button helps me out. Thank you to everyone who already has. All of you rock, and I can't wait to see what happens when I reach 1,000. All right, so going right into the topic, I am a huge Spider-Man fan. Spider-Man is my second favorite superhero. Of course, you all know Batman is my favorite, but Spider-Man has always been my second favorite, hard second. No third place isn't even close. So I'm very excited about the gameplay trailer for the PS5 Spider-Man 2. So the PS4 Spider-Man game is probably my favorite video game. I loved it. I've played it and the DLCs so many times. I've unlocked all the costumes. I bought the I think Game of the Year edition of Miles Morales just so I could download the latest edition of the PS4 Spider-Man game so I can unlock even more costumes just to put it in perspective. I just you get the idea. I'm excited about this game, okay? And I'm even more excited after seeing the trailer for it. So they released a story trailer for Spider-Man 2, again, talking about the PS5 game, where we got glimpses and whatnot. So in the first game, you hear Harry Osborn's voice. You understand that he's gone to Europe for an extended stay, and you find out through spying on Osborn, his father Norman Osborn, that he is sick. Well, it is heavily implied in both Spider-Man and Miles Morales Spider-Man that Harry is possessed by the Venom symbiote. And this trailer seems to confirm it. Now, after watching the trailer, this is what I'm guessing is going to happen. Kraven the Hunter is bringing like a cult of his thugs to New York City. They're going to be hunting Spider-Man. As we all know, Kraven the Hunter is a villain who he loves the adrenaline of hunting animals. Now, in Spider-Man the Animated Series, they did this weird thing where they made him like a quasi-vigilante. I hope they don't do that for this game. I like Spider-Man the Animated Series, don't get me wrong, but I always thought that that was kind of weird that they did that with Kraven. Now, anyway, um, somehow Harry gets let out of the medical stasis that he's in, and what I think is going to happen is he's going to get released, and he is going to be possessed by the Venom symbiote, and it's going to slowly take him over, and he is going to become the first Venom instead of Eddie Brock. Now, I don't really have a problem with this. I understand why Sony would want to do that to differentiate it from the films, from the Venomverse films. And also, Harry has been Venom a couple of times before. I think he's even been in Anti Venom. But anyway, I think what is going to happen, if I could guess, is that they don't realize it's a symbiote. It's an alien symbiote that's taken over Harry. So somewhere in there, Spider-Man's going to fight him, and then he's going to be possessed by the Venom symbiote. You're going to play for Miles as a little bit during this section of the game, and you're going to try to separate Peter from the symbiote. That's what I'm guessing what the game is going to be. Supposedly Mysterio, Sandman, and the Lizard are going to make appearances besides Kraven. I really hope so. I hope we have sort of another Sinister Six style gameplay like we did in the first one. But whatever the case may be, you get the idea. I am very excited about this video game. I think it's going to be fun. And I would also like to say that Tony Todd casted as the voice of Venom was perfection. He, from all the clips that I've heard him, he is incredible as the voice. He's during a panel at the San Diego Comic Con. he did the infamous "We Are Venom," and he did it way better than I just did. Just to put it in perspective, Tony Todd is a brilliant actor. He is good at what he does, and he is an incredibly talented voice actor as well. So I think he's going to be an amazing Venom. I think we're in for a thrill ride. I will say, I hope that at the end of the game, we get a hint that the Venom symbiote falls on Eddie Brock. I would love to see that. We don't know if he's going to be a character yet. They could be playing it close to the chest. As far as the story goes, whatever the case, I think this game is going to be awesome. I think it's going to be just as good, if not better, than the first game. So, whatever the case may be, I am thoroughly excited for it. So, I just wanted to share that. I know sometimes I talk about negative things I'm not excited for, but this is something I am thoroughly excited about. The game has handled everything so well, from Peter's relationship to Mary Jane, although sometimes I do feel like the game has that sort of pro-corporate press propaganda where Mary Jane is an intrepid reporter and reporters can do no wrong, whatever. But I still think they handled that well. I love the Stan Lee cameo. And I also think that they did a very good job of Miles Morales. They really made his character better, gave him more substance than certainly the Ultimate Comics did. And when they moved him into the mainstream comics, they did a good job. And even though I had some issues with the video game as far as the story went and how they, had to race and gender swap some of the characters, I still enjoyed the gameplay. It was a fun video game. I thought it did really well. And of course, they got to put all the politically correct crap in it, but it was really good as far as gameplay and the story. And I think that Spider-Man 2 for the PlayStation 5 is going to be just as impressive. And like I said, even more so comparatively to Miles Morales and possibly to the first game in the series. Thank you so much for watching this video. I hope that you'll give it a thumbs up, that you'll leave me a comment and tell me what you think, that you'll share it out with your friends, and of course, consider subscribing to StudioJake. I cover all kinds of nerd and pop culture topics, including film, television, anime, comic books, and so much more. I hope that you'll also head over to my main website, StudioJakeMedia.com, where I have even more news, views, and commentary. Also, if you'd like to support the channel, head over to my locals page. That's studiojakemedia.locals.com. It's the best way to support me. I'm trying to build a little community there. I have exclusive reviews and articles, so definitely head over there and check it out. And I'll see you next time right here on Studio Jake.